color. And I just started coloring this with gel pens, and it's just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm just going to be careful. I'm going to grab a couple pencils here because I don't want to, excuse me, I don't want to give away her work, so to speak. But this is her exclusive coloring page for the month. Isn't this just adorable? Look at this. This cute little woodland fantasy fairy page. And so she emailed it to me and I just printed it out on cardstock, but I love it. It's so cute. I think I'm going to color this with pencils. And then we also have this gorgeous page too. And so something else, and I'm not sure, I don't think she did this. I apologize. I have to go back and look and see who the artist was. I didn't read the email thoroughly enough. But gorgeous page. Something else that's awesome about the subscription is that once you've subscribed, you have access to every month's that's already been published art for free. So like I could go in and have access to, I started my subscription in December, but I have access to November, October, September, basically every month's worth of art that she's done is all stored and archived on the club site, and I have access to it, which is awesome. So this stuff is just, her artwork is gorgeous. It's so cute. I just love it. I love it. Kim, thank you so much. But I just wanted to share that with you guys because she's an amazing artist. She's a wonderful person. She does, I mean, what else does she do? As part of the club, there's just so much included. She does usually a private, like color and chat video. And I told you guys about the interviews, the exclusive artist content. So usually, you know, she sponsors artists each month that will give you exclusive discounts to their Etsy and all kinds of stuff. It's just awesome. Go check it out. So anyways, sorry, I need some more water. Again, that's Creative Happy Life. Let me write that down real quick just so you guys can see it. So not disappointed. So what are we doing tonight? We are working on, there was a couple of subscriber requests. One of them was to see me color a mandala, and the other one was to block color, no shading, with gel pens. So we are doing both of those tonight. So in the previous video, I gave you guys the option of 5 pages out of this Disney Art of Coloring adult coloring book. I gave you the option of 5 mandalas. Just looking for them now. I'm not sure where they are. But regardless, we picked number 2. So that's the one we're doing. I'm not going to go through the book and look for it. We could be here for a while. And so I kind of started it already. Sorry about that. But I just knew we weren't going to finish the whole page on video anyway. And Friday night after work and Saturday morning, I take my son to karate. And this was the perfect kind of page to color in at karate because I don't really have, like, I'm coloring on my lap and I can't really get in there with detail and shading and all that. So doing this kind of coloring page during karate was not a problem at all. And it was a lot of fun. So that's what I did. I started this. And I'm not going to color the background because I'll probably burn out a whole entire gel pen doing that. Already, look at this. These are pretty, these are new. These are my Pen and Gear gel pens, which I did a whole review. Sorry, I'm like, it's late. I did a whole review on them on my channel, so you guys can go check that out at the end of last year. I think it was like around October. And so, and I haven't used them too much, but you can see This is the pink that I used for these and have burned out a lot. So I'm not going to color the whole background. I'm going to leave it white. Maybe in the future I might go in and shade it with like pencil or watercolors or something, but for this project, to call it done, we're just going to leave it white. And I'm just going to grab an eraser and so we can erase that pencil number 2. Maybe if I can find my sketch pouch. Uh-oh. Oh, you know what? It's up in my room. I was drawing in my Inky Wonderland book. Well, I was going to draw yesterday afternoon before I just fell asleep. So yesterday I went to work really early in the morning, so I was very tired. So when the baby went down for a nap, I went down for a nap. All right, so we'll just ignore that and we'll start coloring in around here. So I picked, these are my pen and gear set comes with all these trays and they all connect together of all these different colors. You know, there's like, these are shimmery, these are like these are neon, these are like standard colors, and then these are sparkly colors, and then these are pastel. I wanted to use lighter colors on here, so I picked my pastel tray. And then I have a whole bin of miscellaneous gel pens as well, because I got a big shuttle art of a big set of shuttle art glitter gel pens last Christmas, not this Christmas that just passed, but the Christmas before. And then I had a bunch of miscellaneous ones even still. So I just picked out a bunch of like lighter pastel type colors, and then of course a black and a white. So, and I'm just keeping them in this cute little pouch. I got this from the dollar store. So I just keeping them in there, and those are what we're going to be using. Actually, might as well keep them up. So I knew what I wanted to do here. I have no idea what we're going to do here. We're going to wing it. I am thinking some purples and some blues, but I was thinking that I want the background to be blue. So if the background is blue, we should do purples. So let's see, what did I pick out for purple? See, this is good because we already picked the color, so we don't have to go through the trouble of doing that. So we'll do purples and yellow, I think. So we've got this yellow. See, the problem with these two is they're more gold color, which is not, I don't want like a bright gold. I mean a dark gold. I want like bright color. Okay, and then this is it's funny because these little pads of paper are perfect for just scribbling on real quick to decide what colors you want to use. So, let's just go ahead and we're just going to swatch some of these colors out. Because sometimes just seeing them out on the paper, it's like, oh, okay, I want to use that there. So that's that one. So this is one of the shuttle art glitter pens, and this is a pen and gear pen. Honestly, the difference is pretty amazing. These tend to, I don't know if they have air bubbles in them, but they tend to kind of like stop on you and then you have to scribble them, or you just they're finicky. The glide on these is amazing. I mean, they're just juicy but not runny. They're just really nice to color with. I mean, just yummy is the only way I can describe it. And then this one is a set that I got for Walmart like years and years ago. These aren't the greatest either. These are kind of finicky. So those are the colors there. And then, is this kind of a purple? I mean, it looks pink, but let's just, oh yeah, that's definitely pink. That's like bright pink. And then of course we have this yellow, which is, I think it's very bright. Oh yeah, that's like a neon. Maybe not. Let's try this yellow. I have this yellow too. Oh, again, it's like neon. See, I was hoping it was going to be more of a pastel color. All right, we're going to see what this one looks like. This is like more of like a orange creamsicle peach color. Oh, wow, that's like neon too. I don't know. I don't know if I want to use those. I mean, the orange isn't as bad, but it's orange and I wanted yellow. Yeah, we're going to use one of these darker glitter pens. Oh, all right, here we go. I like this. See this color? I mean, it's more of a goldenrod and less of a pastel yellow, but I mean, the neon's just too much. So I think we'll use that. That's not so bad. Yeah, that's orange too. All right, let's just start with these. I like this one and this one the best. So I'm going to start with those. And what am I going to color? I think we'll start. Oh, and you know what other color I liked too that I wouldn't mind bringing into here? I think it's this one here. I think it's this color. It's like a teal. Because I'm thinking this teal and this purple would look nice together on like this thing, and then we can accent it with the yellow. Let's give it a go, shall we? I'm gonna color this fleur de lis, if that's what it would be called, this little fancy doodle thing. And these here, I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can see what I'm coloring. So I definitely, so again, these are Pen and Gear gel pens, and I highly suggest them. They just are gorgeous to color with. And thank you, Carol. It was your suggestion to block color in with gel pens, no shading, and it's very relaxing. And the last time I colored with gel pens, I said the same thing, and I just loved it. I was coloring in my Dream Horses book. I finished one page and I started another right before I moved, actually. And I didn't finish it because I had to pack up my coloring stuff. But even on those 2 pages, I was doing a lot of, you know, tricky stuff, trying to shade and blend and with gel pens, which I didn't think was possible, but you actually can. But there is something very relaxing about not worrying about any of that and just coloring it in, just filling in a shape with color. Just pick a color and go. And I think I would like to try a shaded marker mandala. So using my Crayola Super Tips, similar to, you know, the type of shading I did and blending that I did on the Dark Fantasy page I just did. Oh, the artist of those pages in that issue, that is Enes Guerrero, and I apologize, I know I'm butchering the pronunciation, but Enes Guerrero, gorgeous artist. Her artwork is amazing. I love that whole book. I love every page in that issue. And there's another subscription that you just can't go wrong with. Every issue, they just get like these amazing artists on board, and every issue is just amazing. And the thing that's perfect about the Coloring Heaven magazine subscription is that it's kind of like a sample of artwork for artists that you might not normally, well, first of all, that you might not even know about. And also, you know, for example, you know, maybe you can't afford to go out and buy all of Enes Guerrero's books and artwork, but you get a amazing sample selection right there in the magazine in your subscription to go and play. So I've been subscribing to that for about a year no regrets there either. Just love it. Okay, so then let's do this part in the teal. I think we're gonna have to bring some pink down into here as well. Probably just use the same pinks that I used on the outside so that we were not mixing it up too much. Oh yes, but like I was saying, I think I'm going to, and maybe in more of a like a traditional mandala, this is more of like a fancy motif. So I think I'll, you know, I don't traditionally like mandalas a lot, but I'll have to go hunting around for one, I think, to color with blending and shading and, you know, try and use some fancy techniques with my markers. I think that could be fun. I mean, I guess it all depends on the line work though too, because some mandalas can get really detailed, which would be really cool, again, with gel pens or pencil, but if I'm going to do it in marker, it would have to be something a little bit simpler, broader. So I'll have to take a look and see what I can find. So I think we'll still do at least one more mandala on the channel. I mean, who really knows? Okay, how many mandalas we're gonna do in the future of the channel, but I'm just saying in the near future, within this year maybe. Okay, so we'll just do, I like that, so we'll just do that same thing. Oh, okay, so see, this isn't exactly the same. So if we were gonna do similar, what would we do? I mean, obviously this part's going to be purple. I just kind of have to like start it to see what I want to do. Sometimes you have to just kind of pick a little piece and then go from there. I didn't look carefully. I thought these four were all kind of the same thing, but these two are a little bit different than those two. So again, not a traditional mandala, so to speak. So I'll definitely do another one that's more of the traditional, symmetrical, cylindrical. How many more cool descriptions can we get in there? Okay, so we've got that. Oh, and these little guys, see, it kind of starts to come together. These little guys can be the teal for sure, sometimes you just take it one thing at a time. And sometimes you have to, you know, don't get paralyzed looking at the whole picture trying to decide what every single detail color is going to be. I mean, it just depends on what you're working on. Like, sometimes I can look at a picture and get an overall idea of basically the kind of colors I want to use and an overall feel of how I kind of want the page to look. But that doesn't mean I have every single color figured out. And then other times with things like this that are so intricate and detailed and not as straightforward, you know, not coloring a scene where it's more obvious what color you want to make things. And I don't want to say what color things should be. I'm not going to say that, because you can color things whatever color you want. And I did, oh, for example, I did a page in Mythomorphia. I did a, oh, you know what? I took it out. Oh no. Where, oh, it's in my binder. Hold on, it's right here. See, the good thing is everything is at my fingertips for the moment, unless I end up getting too much stuff. But I did this page in Mythomorphia. It's double page spread. And nothing is the color that it traditionally should be, because the idea was it was an alien planet. Similar to my inspiration for this was from the movie Avatar. You know, everything's kind of phosphorescent, glowy, enchanting. So when I say you look at a picture, a scene, you can kind of get an idea from a scene. It's more obvious which colors you're going to use or want to use or get an idea to use for that picture than something like this that is more of a design. It could be anything. So when I picked this, well, not when I picked it, when you guys picked it, but when I was kind of looking at it, trying to decide what colors to use, I knew I wanted to use a lighter color palette, but which colors would go where? I didn't sit here and go, okay, that's going to be that, and that's going to be that, and that's going to be, no. And even still, right this second, I don't know what color I'm going to make stuff. Sometimes you have to decide on one detail before you can move to the others. Like, now that I've colored that in and those in, I know, okay, I'm going to make the ones next to it purple as well. Whereas at first, I wasn't quite sure. So, the moral of that little story, guys, is don't be afraid to just dive in. Just one step at a time. If you feel overwhelmed, just make one decision and go from there. Sometimes it becomes a lot clearer after that. And then, like with the Phantomorphia work in progress, if you're feeling frustrated or stuck, it's okay to step away from it. Sometimes stepping away and coming back gives you a fresh perspective on the page. Like for me, I just know now's not the time to try and finish that. I was getting frustrated and unmotivated, uninspired, and quite honestly, I was like regretting sitting down at my art desk to try and finish it. And I said, you know what, I can't do that. I can come back to it, because I will come back to it, and I will all of a sudden just pull it together. Inspiration will strike. Now is just not the time. Maybe I'll learn a technique. Maybe I'll discover a color combination before I come back to it that's going to be like, oh yes, that's what needs to be there. So it's okay if you don't have it yet. Just put it to the side and come back to it. Maybe there's a reason you're stuck. Maybe you haven't discovered what needs to go there yet. Oh, for those of you who like to collage, I just have to tell you, so I didn't buy it myself because it was $15 at the grocery store and I just didn't have it. But I think it's I'm gonna forget the magazine that it was. Times Magazine maybe, or New York Times Magazine. I'm gonna have to go online and see if I can find it. If I find it, I will I'll post it somewhere on my group or my Instagram, or I'll tweet it. But they did a whole issue on the Roaring 20s, and the reason why I'm mentioning this is because the black and white photographs, guys, in it were amazing. I really wish I had the money to grab it, because the photographs for collage, they would have been awesome. I mean, they had some awesome pictures of, I just kind of glanced through it quickly at checkout, but there was one of Henry Ford with his Model T. There was some pretty pictures of flappers dancing at parties. So I'm going to leave that section. I'm going to leave that section as is for now. We'll come back to it, and we're going to go and do this like we did up here. But yeah, for you guys who like to do collage, I like to do collage too. I don't do it as often as everything else, but I do enjoy it as well. That would have been so perfect to cut stuff out especially if you like to add like black and white photo elements. It was just really cool. I have to remember or find what magazine that was. It was just so cool. So, so the thing about collaging, I used Mod Podge. I'm laughing because, you know, it's all learning. I listened to Dede, but I didn't go out and buy what she uses. I already had Mod Podge on hand, so I said, okay, well, I'm going to glue down these elements in my book, and then I'm going to coat them in Mod Podge, and I'm going to let it dry. Actually, I think I let it dry for like 36 hours. It was like more than a day, because I wanted to make sure before I closed the book. And then I closed the book. I did that to like 3 pages, and then I closed the book, and I went back in and the pages stuck together. The Mod Podge did not, it was tacky. Like, not that it wasn't dry, it just, its finish itself is tacky, and the pages kind of stuck together, and I had to like rip them apart, and it didn't ruin the page. I'm not going to say that. It didn't ruin the page, but I don't know if I'm going to use Mod Podge for collaging anymore. Or maybe, I mean, I'm still learning a lot to do with collage. Like I said, I don't collage often, and I'm still learning. Maybe there's something that I can spray on top of the Mod Podge to make it less sticky. But definitely not a fun experience. I was like, oh no, hopefully I didn't ruin my pages. And I didn't, guys. I didn't ruin my pages, but it was a little nerve-wracking trying to peel them apart, that's for sure. Next time we get into that book, I will, I'll have to show you. But if we go off on another rabbit trail, we're not going to get anything colored tonight. Just love these gel pens. It's just so satisfying, I guess is the word I want to use, coloring in with these gel pens. And the thing is like sometimes they get like a, I don't know if it's like an air bubble in the chamber, or if like the roll ball tip gets stuck, but every once in a while it kind of like, you know, you get that, like on these, when you get that happens, whether it's an air bubble or whatever it is, and I really have to like really like shake the pen and rub it and leave it in a tray like this for a little while, and it's just a lot of effort to get it going. That happens every once in a while with these guys, and then what happens is it's just like a split-second thing and it works itself out. It's kind of a non-issue. I think I've had one pen that's really given me an issue so far out of the whole set, and it was just one. So once I got it working again, it was fine. And I was just realizing, I was just putting all these gel pens back together in the set, and I'm missing a few. And I was like, oh no. And then I remembered, because we were just talking about that Dream Horses whip from before I moved, and I actually have like a pencil case or a gel pen case put to the side with all the pens I was using for that picture. So that must be where they are. We're just going to go ahead and finish these, and then we'll kind of move on to the next decision of colors. Not everything has to be decided right this second what I'm going to color it. We'll just take it one thing at a time. And like a traditional mandala is kind of good in the respect that you could start from the center, which is small, and work your way out. You know, okay, I'm just going to decide on this part, this center, and then, okay, just the next pattern, and then just, you know, you just kind of layer it from there. So you guys already know, but for those of you who are new, oh, yes, that's something else I wanted to say. I've had quite a few new subscribers in the last week, and I know we're in like 190 or 191 area right now. So first of all, let me just say thank you to everybody who is subscribed to my channel. It means so much to me that you guys actually want to see what I'm up to. I mean, what the heck, man? I'm just a girl who's coloring at her art desk. But no, it's totally awesome. I love that you guys are subscribing and participating, and a few of you ladies have been, and you know who you are, have been such a huge support to me and my channel, and have really spurred me to just keep on going, and are my inspiration really to put so much into the channel this year. Because when I started it, I purposely started out slow because I'm a busy mom and wife, and I work a full-time job, and just didn't know if I was going to have the time and energy to put everything into this channel that I wanted to. So when I started this channel, has it been a year? Wow, I should go back and look. We should go back and look and see what the anniversary of this channel is. It might already be a year at this point. If not, it's close. Anyways, I started slow and kind of wishy-washy for a reason, because I was trying to find my rhythm, and I was trying to find, you know, am I motivated and wanting to do this enough to make it a big part of my life? And I'm happy to say that because of you guys, and because I love it, I love it too, the answer to that has turned out to be yes, and with some trial and error and practice, and the baby getting a little bit older as well helps, I'm able to put the time and energy in that I want to. I've kind of worked out a rhythm in my life to be able to devote the time and energy into this that I want to. So what am I trying to say? I'm rambling on because it's late and I'm tired, and it's been a long weekend, but at the same time I really need my coloring therapy too. This is my therapy. What I'm trying to say is that we are almost up to 200 subscribers, and I am so grateful and so thankful, and you guys are awesome. And thank you to those of you who support me regularly, and you ladies know who you are. You are just awesome. So the point I'm trying to get to is, when we get to 200 subscribers, we are doing an extra giveaway. It just has to happen. You guys are awesome, and I have to give back to you guys, and we're very close. So that could be happening. It could happen before the end of the month, or possibly in February. So we'll see. So we'll do something a little, you know, a little above and beyond to celebrate that milestone of 200 subscribers. And that'll be another giveaway that'll be open to every subscriber on the channel. Okay, so there we are with that. What now? We also have, okay, so like we have this piece, but I don't quite know what to do there yet. Yes, I do. Well, not fully. But because this is purple, teal, purple, we're gonna make those purple as well. So let's do that first. I'm just trying to, because I'm zoomed in, trying to make sure I'm in frame, because I know I have this ridiculous habit of zooming in and pulling the coloring picture out of the camera. Okay, so we're gonna make these purple as well. I'm sorry, I know I turn the page a lot, but it's just what's comfortable, and also gel pen tends to stay wet, you know, for quite a few minutes. So I just don't want to smudge anything that's already been colored and that's still drying. Okay. You know what? Let's do this guy too. Do these little guys. So I don't think I want to use too much teal, and the reason why is because I want this background to be like a light blue. And if it's a light blue, I feel like it's gonna clash or like blend into the teal too much, and then then the teal's gonna kind of fade into the background. So I don't want to use it too much. So if there are bigger areas or more details to be colored, it'll be in a different color. And again, I don't know if I'm gonna do this background in gel pen, because like I said, it could just wipe out an entire gel pen or more, or it might take more than an entire gel pen. I don't know, but that could be very finicky and time consuming, and I think I might do it in a different medium. What that is, I don't know. Okay, so this is where we are. So we decided that, and now I'm kind of looking at these, and I mean, I know we were going to do some yellow. Let's start by doing, I mean, for me, it's obvious I want to put yellow in the center of these flowers. And there's a bunch of, oh, here, sorry. See, I told you. I'm silly that way. Out of camera frame. I'm just putting yellow in the center of all these flowers. Move it up. Do the bottom half. And I'm kind of thinking, do I want to do the whole flower yellow, like a buttercup or something? Or do we want to do the flowers a different color? I know I want some different colors in here. I'm just trying to decide what. You know what? See, the more I look, the more I see. Let me bring this over. The more I see that, like, this is kind of a whole pattern going around. I feel like these need to be purple too. One decision at a time, guys. That's all.